Heineken League playoffs. Now this involves the top 8 in the Premier Division. They're split into 2 groups of 4 who play each other home and away. Peterborough top Group A with 3 points from their first 2 games. But Durham will go top if they beat the Pirates in this one. Our commentators are Red Imrie and Barry Davis.
Having gained their first Heineken victory over Durham in 21 starts in the first playoff game, it'll be interesting to see how Rocky Saganyuk, the Peterborough coach, now plays it at the Riverside rink. His starting lineup sees Kenny MacDonald joining the Canadians, Trent Casey and Danny Shea in the front line, with the former Durham man, Andy Allen, paired on defence with Darren Durdle in front of Scott O'Connor. Wasps start as usual with the Brabant, Blaisdell, Ian Cooper line, with Mike O'Connor and Stephen Cooper on defence, and Frank Killen preferred in goal to Chris Salem. Killen, who's had so much trouble all the season with a knee injury, made only 8 appearances in the league. No mistakes at home holds the key in the playoffs, and the league winners will be keenly aware of that. The man in the centre of the action is Mickey Curry, and the 2 linesmen, Paul Branch and Simon Kirkham. And Durham attacking the goal to our left, wearing the lighter strip. First touch for Allen, quickly around the boards. Kenny MacDonald on the left. And the first check of the night came from MacDonald. This is Rick Brabant. Mike O'Connor. First real touch for Blaisdell. And just away from Brabant. And the goal goes away too, and Adam makes his presence felt early on. Seemed a little unnecessary. Brabant, Red Imrie, is going to be a marked man, surely.
Yes, Rick Brabant would be the man that I'd be watching on this game. He is the big scorer in the league, the most dangerous man in the Durham team. And if I was coaching Peterborough, I'd be putting a close marker on him.
It's Brabant against Shea. Brabant, the top scorer in the league. Shea was in 3rd position. That's a nice turn by Doc Durdle. Casey collected by Mike O'Connor. Durdle in again. Way offside. And there's Rocky Saganyuk, who, whatever happens, has done an excellent job with Peterborough this season. On the brink of getting to Wembley for the first time. 3 points from their first 2 games. After beating Durham, they got a draw at Solihull, with the equaliser coming with just over 30 seconds, in fact just under 30 seconds to go. Dean Edmiston, good kick away. Scott O'Connor following a bouncing puck with great care. And the first penalty is called. And it's Damien Smith who goes into the box.
Yes, Damien Smith got in the box here. I think he was chipping at the goalkeeper after the puck was covered up. And referee Mick Curry is being very tough right from the beginning of this game to keep it under control, and I think he's quite right as well.
So with the first power play, on comes the front line for Durham to act as defence against the Pirates' first opportunity at a man advantage. Got the experienced men on. Battling through is Danny Shea. Durdle, Dean Edmiston. Just ahead of him. Durdle leads from the rear. That's an awkward bounce. Well taken by O'Connor. Casey, Durdle, Casey. I think the goalkeeper saw too much of that, but it was well wide. Kevin King is the other man on the line. Shea, slightly dead bounce off the boards. It's coming around to King. Didn't make the best use of it. Now Edmiston on the point. Durdle didn't really get hold of it at all. And we've had a minute of the penalty. And Brabant thought we've lost it for a minute. They've got a man over here. It's still loose. Almost a short-handed goal built by Durham. King stopped just inside the blue line. 30 seconds of the penalty remaining. Durdle can't hold it in. Brabant on the break. Blaisdell with him. Good play by Brabant, and he's unlucky. Durdle's the man without the stick. And a penalty will be given. Holding penalty. And it's Durdle who goes away. He was holding and lost his stick in the process. So for 18 seconds, the teams are all square in numbers. After that, it will be the first power play for Durham. Out by Mark Slater, but into the crowd.
Yeah, that was a critical penalty Durdle took there. He had to do it because Brabant was past him, but he's put his team in a more difficult position now.
Smith has 10 seconds left. And it's the first goal is Ian Cooper for Durham.
Bad clearance here. Nice pass and a lovely pass across here and slipped right in by Cooper. It's a really bad clearance and a lovely play by Durham, and it was well tucked away.
And the goal on 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And Smith's back on. So the power play is with Durham. This is Brabant. Good save by O'Connor from Blaisdell. Stephen Cooper waiting on the point. Brabant took rather a long time to make up his mind. And big Mike O'Connor comes back to collect. Brabant. Good forward move by Stephen Cooper. Wasn't actually picked up either. He didn't take the puck cleanly. Cooper. Good defending so far by the Pirates. Away by Allen from right in front. And O'Connor found himself with difficulty on the backhand side. Stephen Cooper. Chase in. Blaisdell. Into the last 30 seconds of the penalty. O'Connor, good kick out, it's loose though. Shea having to resist a lot of pressure from Stephen Cooper, does it well. Brabant. Good solid shoulder, but Brabant gets away. A little bit of afters involving Edmiston and Brabant. Nothing. Good pacey opening to this key playoff game. Damien Smith. Ivor Bennett to his right. Anthony Payne to his left. Smith scores! He was given a lot of room He pulled away from the crease, stood back, found some space, and found the target well.
Well, Peterborough got caught standing still here. Damien Smith in the clear and a great shot in the corner of the net. Passed that to Damien Smith in the clear. What a shot.
King and Hutley. But then he ran into trouble. Ivor Bennett. He's not going through there. He did that so well, Smith. Nice play by Ivor Bennett. It was a lovely turn. Puck coming in on the other side suddenly for the defenseman. Durdle. King. Porter was up. Shot is wide. And the whistle goes. Now the Pirates coach may recall that in the first playoff match between these two, his side was 2 up at home.
There's Rocky Saganuk there. He was really wanting his team to get off with a good start, and this is about the worst start he could hope for. They haven't really been in the game yet, Peterborough, and they haven't even looked dangerous yet.
Danny Shea taking a little bit of the heat out of things. The Balls couldn't take it. O'Connor is the man down, and Casey was the guy who nailed it.
Well, it's not very often you see somebody take Mike O'Connor out through the boards. Well, that was just amazing there, Mike O'Connor. Puck was dumped in the corner here. Mike O'Connor has to go for it, and the young fella comes up his back there and takes him right in the boards and right through the boards.
They're still running the show, the Wasps. And Brabant checked his man, but got the worst of the physical challenge. His man was Casey Dawkins. Penalty will call for the trip on Brabant.
Looks like Andy Allen getting a penalty here for interference. Again, they're failing to clear their lines, and the loose puck there, he got himself in trouble and had to grab the man, and referee Curry sent him off for 2 minutes.
And you have to say that Allen's been looking for trouble since the match started. 2-0 to Durham Wasps. Stephen Cooper at a stroll. Rick Brabant, that's a bit quicker. Ian Cooper. Does he get round Durdle? No, he didn't. No call. Edmiston. Oh, and those two are off. Edmiston and Ian Cooper. Cooper got him first, and then Edmiston speared the Wasp player in the stomach with his stick.
Yes, that was a retaliation from Edmondson. Ian Cooper hit him right across the hands just as he was shooting that puck out there, and Edmondson got caught in the retaliation. But 3 against 4 here will suit Durham perfectly.
And here's Brabant. Coincidental penalty called, so that's the reason why there appear to be too many players on the ice. It's a newish ruling, which some of the old school don't approve of, and I think one of those old school could be Red Henry. Back comes Allen. Durdle, almost dawdled. And that clicked the post, I think. Pirates in desperate need of getting something. This is Casey. Had to shoot a bit too early. Here's a chance. Oh, what a stop by Killen. Kenny MacDonald was right in on him after he made the early, very good save. Killen came up with an even better one.
Well, I don't think Kenny MacDonald could believe that. Frankie Killen was lying in his back there when he shot that puck, thinking it was just going to have to put it in the net, and he grabbed it as he was lying down.
And we got a very early penalty at the start of the second period. And it's Rick Brabant who's going to go in for a bit of hooking. So that certainly gives Pirates the opportunity to get what they very much need. Pirates not putting a thing together here.
I don't see Danny Shea on there for the Pirates in this power play. That would be worrying to me if I was a Peterborough supporter. So I'm not too sure why he's not available at the moment.
42 seconds left on the penalty. Shea on the bench. King. That really was a giveaway. 30 seconds left on the penalty. And power play so far, it ain't. Durdle is waiting. They haven't had a sniff. Durdle. Casey. Edmiston. Wasps back at full strength and get the breakaway to Rick Brabant out of the box and in to score. Well, they were pretty disastrous 2 minutes and a few seconds for the Pirates from Peterborough. They put together absolutely nothing during the power play, and then they got caught here as he turned the wrong way, left Brabant to go in, and how coolly he did it. Waited his moment, flicked it in behind the goalkeeper.
Well, there's Brabant away there, but just a giveaway by Peterborough. Terrible power play, and Brabant makes them suffer for it.
So it's 3-0. And they have reason to be pleased, particularly Rick Brabant. O'Connor. And Brabant is hit way away from the puck. Ian Cooper. Strong challenge on Allen. O'Connor gets himself into position to deal with a roller. That's a good pass by Stephen Cooper. Good play by Mike O'Connor. Here's Ian Cooper. Durdle. Stephen Cooper once more. Trent Casey. Pirates want to make a change. They're a bit short-handed. Little King gets back, is brushed away. Good save. Stephen Cooper's shot.
These are hard times for Peterborough. They're really under the cosh here.
And the news of Danny Shea is that he has a sore side, but may well be back on.
Get these guys going.
King does well. This is Johnson. King in the chase. Mark Slater was waiting on the blue line. Doc Durdle. Looked as though it was out, but it wasn't called. And the goal is by Slater. Mark Slater from the blue line. It was very, very tight as to whether he held it on the line. It was adjudged that he did. And the shot from there found its way home to break Killen shut up.
Well, there was all kinds of things here because this puck looked as if it might have gone over the blue line. As he gets hacked at here, Slater manages to keep it in. The referee's there, a good shot and a deflection, and Killen has no chance at all.
For long periods, Durham have threatened to run away with this, but it's just a 2-goal advantage at 3-1. It's still anybody's game. Oh, that was an unkind bounce as far as Pirates were concerned. It's a bit too far ahead for Brabant. He's got to come across and collect. And then simply waste a few more seconds. O'Connor just thumps it down the ice. Slater. Bit casual by Durdle. Casey. Edmiston. I don't know why they keep wanting to go backwards to go forwards. A couple of times now they've had the chance to bring it out and they've gone round in circles again. Edmiston, can they make something of this? They might. Casey, good stop. O'Connor. Mike Blaisdell. Oh, he scored! And Scott O'Connor won't be very happy about that. Having made a lovely save, he gets beaten on the short side by a real humdinger from Blaisdell. Short-handed goal.
Well, there's no disgrace in losing this type of goal here. The lovely pass up, and Blaisdell gets this right in the top corner, and the goalkeeper's got no chance with that from that distance. He's just come in here, got a lovely pass, and he's moving in. And the goalie's just not quite got the angle. Look at that, right in the top of the net.
Yeah, well, it's not often I disagree with you, Red, but I do have to there because you said it at the end, he didn't really get the angle right. He'll be cross with himself, believe me. 4-1 to the Wasps. Here's Durden. Oh, that was a good try. Got the edge of the skate. King suddenly had half a side of it. Oh dear. And King just turns away, doesn't bat an eyelid after being close to being decapitated. Blaisdell again. Early shot, maybe too early. O'Connor. Good play by Stephen Cooper. Durdle. Johnson. King, who's coming for me this time? O'Connor really took him for a ride. Blaisdell. This is Ian Cooper. The players will be pleased with a whistle.
This shows how valuable these imported players are, though. Peterborough being 1 down now are really under the cosh because they're missing that one man who can hold on to the puck and allow them to make a little bit of plays and find a bit of time. And Danny Shea is a real body blow to this team to lose him in this particular game.
Allen. And Stripping getting some ice time. 14. Oh, it's a wind-up and a half on Stephen Cooper. O'Connor. Durdle. Brabant doing the digging. And a bit of push and shove again. And somebody's going. Limps off for a quick 2 minutes.
silly penalty there, Kenny MacDonald. Fourth man in almost. But there you are, it's just a frank on the boards here. Two of them left together. And Cooper comes in, and then all of a sudden there's an elbow, and the referee didn't like it, straight up the face.
Brabant. Annan looks for him. And makes sure that he gets him. And Trent Casey getting a little bit carried away. Oh, and again. Oh, he's off this time. He thumped Cooper. Ian Cooper gave him a rowing punch, and he's away. He just lost his rag.
No, well, that's just a frustration, but also not very disciplined. John Casey letting himself down there, really, just throwing punches and taking penalties and just putting his team under more pressure than ever.
So it's 5 against 3, and this should be burial time. As far as the hopes of Peterborough in this match is concerned. Smith. Still Smith. Smith once more on the edge of the blue line. Brabant just inside. O'Connor. Smith. O'Connor. Again it's wide. Brabant. And one of the Pirates is back, making it 5-4. But a goal comes from Mike O'Connor. So 2 of the 3 are back on the ice, but not the third one.
Well, this was bound to happen. Bound to be a goal. Nice shot, but right in the top corner. From a nice angle, the goalkeeper's got no chance at all.
Rocky Saganyuk and his team, if they lose here, which seems likely, will live to fight another day. They could still be seen at Wembley if they win their home games, and they've got 2 on the trot. Good play by Blaisdell. Well held in by Scott O'Connor. And among the 5 Durham players on the ice, 3 of them, O'Connor, Blaisdell and Brabant, all have a goal and 2 assists to their name. Brabant, leader of the statistics during the league season, and at the moment he's the leader too in the playoffs, but that score is by Ian Cooper.
Well, right from the face-off here, nice pass back. Ian Cooper in front of the net, lovely tip in there. He's always in where it hurts.
But he wanted to rather embroider the goal, make the point to Scott O'Connor, it seemed to me. There's a bit of feeling between these 2 sides, there's no doubt about that. 5-goal gap for Peterborough. And really the second period, although the hockey has not been as good, at least has established the lead that was deserved in the first period, when the hockey from Durham was very good indeed. As a contest, it's rather fallen away in the second period. So the 6 goals, including 2 power play goals, the last 2 by O'Connor and Cooper. And before that was a short-handed goal by Blaisdell. Total celebration as far as the Durham supporters are concerned. And again, the challenge was a little bit late after the goalkeeper clearly had possession of the puck. And 1 or 2 of the Durham players didn't like it. Well, it's interesting, Red, with all the debate going on. One of the coolest players on the ice seems to me to be this fellow, Doc Durdle.
Yes, well, he needs to be. He's the kind of mainstay of the team, but he is a cool customer and a very good player.
And King will be banished for that. Hooked his man.
Well, I can't just believe this. This is just a self-destruct button. Just everybody wants a chance to sit in the penalty box, it seems to me. Absolutely unbelievable.
Power play number 7 for Durham. Scored on the last 2. And they're in the happy position of not needing the first line on. Now the second line has played every bit as well for them. Payne and Dixon on with Smith here. A short-handed goal by Doc Durdle. Well, we said he was the calmest man around. Wasn't concerned at all about all the shenanigans that were going on. And suddenly he takes a swing, and it's a goal.
I think Frankie Killen got caught watching everything else here as this puck goes back to Durdle. There's a speculative shot, and Frankie just never saw it at all. Came through the legs.
So 6-2. And we're coming towards the last minute of a very curious middle period.
There's 1 minute left to play in the period. 1 minute left to play.
The penalty will run over into the final period for Kevin King. Stephen Cooper gets it through to Brabant, who scores. He really has had a fine game in this one. Finishing has been quite superb. And he's also weighed in with a couple of assists as well. In fact, with 3 assists as well.
And this just bounced right for Rick Brabant. Little bounce up in the air, landed right on his stick here. And he takes it well through the keyhole of the goalkeeper's legs there. Lovely goal. Yes, it was just, the puck just landed right, just a little bounce up there, and it fell right on his stick. And he takes it really well.
So Durham were 7-2 ahead at the end of the second period, but they pulled still further away in the third, adding another 4 goals to comfortably avenge their defeat at Peterborough last weekend. But unfortunately, the play in the third period was largely overshadowed by a series of fights. A string of flare-ups and stoppages really marred the last 20 minutes play. Perhaps Peterborough frustrated that they couldn't make any headway in the latter stages of the match without their injured Canadian Danny Shea. For the final score, Durham 11, Peterborough 2. So Durham back to the form that took them to the league title, and they now leapfrog Peterborough at the top of Group A.